Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about the super strikers of the UFL. They are the most important players, the most important position in the game. They will be scoring the goals that win you the games. So, to do that, we're going to change up the top 5 lists and awards that we've been doing for every other position, and we're simply going to go through and give you the top strikers from lower rated bench to beast type players all the way up to the meta monsters. And I separated it into categories because we all have different types of strikers that we like. When I go into a 2-striker type of formation, whether it's next to each other or stacked, right, I like having one big man, preferably the front man in a stack setup for me, and then another more agile, more shifty striker. So I had a former coach always say there's piano players and piano carriers, right? Piano players make the striker position look like a work of art. They're going to be great on the ball. They're going to score in all different ways, but again, it is going to look like a work of art. Piano carriers, think power, think strength, think scoring any way they have to. But it's not that black and white. You have sort of this middle ground where you have the best of both worlds. That bigger, stronger player that's not totally a piano player, but not totally a piano carrier either. They are just gifted at finishing the ball, and it's beautiful to watch, but you better believe they have that strength and power, that sort of big man part to their game as well. 3 different categories, a ton of great strikers, so let's get into it. Starting with the unicorn of strikers, yes, he is a big man, but he has a grace to him as well. As strong and powerful as they come, he can finish in every way possible. He is naturally a lefty, but can bang him in any way you need him to. The best, Haaland. Next, you have Darwin Nunez, who is the poor man's Erling Haaland in UFL. In my opinion, he is a pest to play against. Good in the air, can bang him in for fun just the same as Haaland. Just a little bit lower, like I said, the poor man's Erling Haaland, but you better believe he is just as dangerous and will be a burden to play against, but a beast if you have him. Continuing on with our big and powerful strikers, Lukaku. He is as strong as they come. You see there the 90 strength on top of fantastic shooting. Yes, he lacks some pace, but you better believe defenders are going to have a hard time getting the ball off his foot. They will be bouncing off of this beast of a striker. Another beast of a striker that I believe is slept on in UFL, Isak. He has the all-powerful snapshot on Ultra Effect. He also has dribbling on Ultra Effect. Not to mention 90 pace to go along with that big, long stride. You can't go wrong with Isak. He will score you goals without a doubt. Moving closer to bench to beast status, we have Haaland. He is another big man that can do damage up front. He has 86 pace to start, a little bit lower shooting, but higher finishing. And he can be boosted very quickly considering he's lower rated. This man will end up scoring you goals for fun just as much. Do not sleep on him. Next is my personal bench to beast striker, Jackson. He is the epitome of power. He just bulldozes through defenders. He is good in the air, even in this meta. And for a big man, he still has medium effect on dribbling boost and snapshot on ultra effect beast. Another big man is Thuram, who has an excellent starting base of pace, shooting, and dribbling. He has the ultra effect in low driven shots. He also has a high effect in headers and dribbling on medium effect. You can't go wrong starting with Thuram, who will get boosted up and be an elite striker without a doubt. Now, you know I had to throw my man Samu in there, coming in at 193 centimeters. He is a big, big man. And despite the super low overall, that's going to take a lot of work. He already has the high effect in curling shots, as well as snapshot boost and dribbling boost. Even if he starts off on your bench, it will be worth boosting him up over time. He will eventually be a powerhouse scoring goals. Next, we have Harry Kane, who is the first of that middle ground category. Not exactly a piano carrier, but not exactly a piano player. He was just born to score goals, and does he ever in real life as well as in any football game. Yes, he's a bit clunky on the ball, but you get him a shot, he gets you a goal. Next, we have the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, who contributed financially to the development of this game. You see he contains elite finishing. He is pretty good on the ball, especially compared to how he's been on the ball in other games without boosted cards, right? He is excellent in the air. The low-driven shots are also on Ultra Effect. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got to be in the top strikers. Next is a man who got very popular in UFL, especially in Season 1 when he was a free pick that many took. An Ultra Effect snapshot that feels just better than everyone else's. High effect curling shots. He will score you goals without a doubt. A heck of a striker in UFL, Jonathan David, folks. And another snapshot specialist, Lautaro Martinez, who also has very good pace, elite shooting, pretty good dribbling for being one of those middle ground players between piano player and piano carriers. An absolutely elite striker that will score goals for fun. He's a no-brainer for this list. Now, I had to include this striker, Kolo Muani, a speed demon. Yes, he's only one-footed, but he was great on the ball, a great finisher for the start of the game. My first purchase up top. Shout out Kolo Muani. Now we move on to the piano players up top, and we are starting with Kylian Mbappe, one of the best, if not the best in the business. I personally love him on the wing, but that doesn't mean he's not an elite level striker with the Ultra Effect dribbling, the sledgehammer Ultra Effect. He scores for fun any way you need him to. Now, this man, I believe, is slept on in UFL, but Opinda is absolutely a top striker. Another speed demon with good finishing. His other stats, I actually think he got cheated by UFL, but he does have the Ultra Effect dribbling, and he absolutely will score goals for you if you put him in your squad. Sticking with slept-on strikers, Diogo Jota is a good pace, not elite, good striker with high finishing, but I believe he slept on because none of his stats really stick out. His skill boosts don't really stick out. However, he's still a very good striker that can and will score goals for you. Now, this man, Gabby Jesus, I believe, was truly cheated by UFL. However, he can be boosted up. That's the good thing about it. Another player that doesn't have the greatest skill boost. He does have dribbling on medium effect, but that's about it. Everything else besides just some decent base starting pace, he still has to be on the list, though, because he can be boosted into an absolute monster like he is in real life, especially on the dribbling front. Now we have the Wonder Kid in real life and a player who has an aura in UFL. Yes, he is lower rated to start, but he absolutely can and will be boosted into a phenomenal striker. I have him in my starting lineup right now. He just feels incredible on the ball. I don't care what those stats say. He plays well above them. Endrick is a must-have on your team, whether it's a bench or in your starting lineup, because I guarantee you eventually he will be that elite level striker you are looking for. Last but not least, we have Rafa at 81 rated. He can be a bench-to-beast player that becomes elite for you. Slept on, not many players that I see have him. He starts with the 90 pace, the finishing's at 77, but a good dribbling base with high boost on dribbling and snapshot at high effect. You can't go wrong with Rafa. Put him on your bench. Watch him slowly but surely boost into an elite level striker. And that will conclude our list of UFL super strikers. You have every different type of striker you can ask for. Plenty of options to go search for. Probably left some players off that you're going to leave in the comments, and I want to hear them absolutely. I love discovering new strikers, looking at strikers that I believe are slept on that I can't believe more players don't have. You can now go through and look at any strikers you might have missed and add them to your squad, either as starters or bench players. So, keep grinding, keep having fun, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.